Hello, hello. Welcome. I'm just getting ready. I'm trying to be tech savvy, even though I know I'm not, but I'm doing this on a live on Instagram as well. I am a creative coach. I help with creative healing for the mind, heart, and soul. And every Wednesday on my Instagram, I do a tarot reading, just a general tarot reading. So I'm just setting up real quick so I can start both cameras and we're going to get right into this reading. Let's see here. I have a feeling that this is going to be I think this is some tea here coming through. We are in the energy of the 1111. For those that don't know, I'm into numerology, and 11 is a gateway. 11 is a door, a portal. And it happens to be the day of my birth. It's not my birthday today, but it happens to be that. All right, let's do this. Okay. Thank you for bearing with me if you're watching. Hello, hello. You guys are like looking at my notes here. Let me turn it around. Hi there, my name is Koi. For those that don't know me, I am a creative coach. I do creative healing for the mind, heart, and soul. And I like to include tarot because it really helps me tap into my own intuition, which is part of creativity, as well as just get further insight on things. I love the imagery. I'm a very visual person, and tarot has always gravitated me with the cards, the imagery, and the psychology of things. So, yeah, I like to do tarot. I do tarot readings for anybody that does want a reading. I like to do these so you can understand my vibe, what's going on, see if my hair is looking crazy, just anything, getting that vibe of who I am, how I do tarot. And I like to always say, if you're feeling the vibe, please subscribe. So, new energy, that's the title, new energy. I love the number 11. And before I started getting into tarot and spirituality and just really tapping into my own self and my own spirit, I always started seeing like different numbers. Like I remember years ago, me and my sister used to always do this thing. If we saw our birthday on the clock, it was like a time to make a wish. And I remember one time I just kept seeing 9/11 and 11/11. And as those that know within the spiritual community, that is an awakening number. It's like an alert, a spiritual awakening. It's something to be aware. Some people like to call it angel numbers. It's definitely a frequency of high energy. I'm not going to get too much in depth with it, but just like computer and the internet, we all have coding. Is it called binary coding? I'm not 100% sure, but zeros and ones. There's a lot of ways to communicate, and there's different frequencies that come in. Everything here on earth is the underlying thing is energy. That's just what it is. And let me just tilt this down so it doesn't look like I keep staring up. But yeah, like that's just what it is. That's my definition, And when I'm talking about spirituality, it's really for you to really in tune with how you feel, if it resonates, and if it fits right with your spirit and your soul. So I'm just really feeling this because it's raining, it's at night, and my birthday is on the 11th. Today is not my birthday. I am actually a Gemini, but 11, I just love the number 11. And what it stands for is a gateway, going through something. So there's new energy right now. And I already pulled the cards today. I just want to let you know because I had a feeling there was going to be some big energy. So I will on camera do some clarification and wrap things up. And, If it's not too long, I'm going to pull a card because I like to do that. If for my YouTube people, you can always follow me at arrayofgratitude not .com, at array of, that my handle is array of gratitude. Okay, one word. It's just been a lot of energy. At first, I really wasn't even going to come on here because I've been super tired. I'm telling you, super tired. But I gave myself a little self-care, took a bath, tried to re-energize, did a meditation. I'm not going to do meditation right now, but what I will do for all of us, I know it's not many, but for all of us that are tuning in or whoever watches the replay, let's just really just gather our energy right now. So my viewers, if you can, just get comfortable. If you got your tea by your side, cool. Just put it aside. Don't kick it over because we're just going to take a few deep breaths, all right? So let's just gather our energy in sync, in tune, and then we can hear the message from the cards, all right? So I just want you guys to take slow, deep, nice breaths, all right? Tune in, close your eyes, and we're just going to count to inhale for the count of 4, all right? So inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale. Inhale, exhale. And let's do one more deep breath in and slowly open your eyes, okay? All right. Now, often do we actually take a nice, conscious, deep breath? I don't know why I always attach nice right before I talk about deep breath, but it's probably because it's nice. It's a nice thing to do for your body. You're bringing oxygen to your cells and all that jazz, and you're really helping your body get back to homeostasis. I'm not a scientist, but you guys know that means balancing your energy and just really tuning in, like tuning into your body, all right? Into it. So let's get into this reading. So I'm using a few different cards today, and I find this very funny. I'm not sure, but if Spirit allows me, I will get deep into the message, all right? Because I am open to this wisdom, and I am open to receive the message clearly and bring great vibes for the highest and the greatest good for all that are tuned in right now, as well as for the replay. So what I want to talk about, right? New energy coming in. What's been going on with us? There's been going on collectively in general. This is a general message. It's been a lot. It's been a lot. This whole year has been a lot. And especially globally, since March, and I feel like it's not going to stop. So I'm going to talk about some chakras right now. I got the throat chakra and the heart, the crown chakra. So the throat chakra is in a past placement, and this card came out. Now this is funny. It's a vanity card here that came out, and as you can see, let me see if I can just pull this up for the other. And then right here, if you can see. So this, like in this book, this little booklet, they talk about different chakras, different exercises, and it's like a little funny story. This story was talking about vanity, over excess for things that you don't really need, right? And what came up to me was funny how, I guess this is a little segment because this is general, right? COVID. We all know what this word is. When that hit, it kind of, that phase, especially the beginning phase, it was like, what in the world is going on? And the throat chakra really helps with us express, self-expression, creativity, truth, what we value. And here, this vanity card with this guy comes into this posh party with people living lavish, and then something happens, and I think it's like a flood, basically. And long story short, it kind of reminds people that like a lot of tangible things we don't really need. We hold on to, we have a lot of excess. And it's like, what are we really valuing within ourselves and our surroundings? So that was in the past position. And then in what's energy that's coming in is this recovery card, which tunes into the crown chakra. And the crown chakra is all about mental activity. It's all about receiving. It's all about downloads. It's all about spirit and the divine energy coming within that crown chakra, higher energy. You know, there's a reason why they called crowns, kings and queens wore crowns. You know, it's a reason why a lot of religious people wear things on their head. It's to protect, as you know, even with babies. I had a meditation today, and someone pointed this out. You know, our crown, right? When newborns, they have that soft spot in the crown area. And I always said newborns are like the closest things to God, you know? And I'm just going to leave that right there. All right. So the energy in between, this present energy right here, is from the archetype Wild Unknown card deck. And these messages get deep. Like, just look at this. Just look at this picture. It gets deep. This card is called the Bardo, and this is representing to me the energy in between. As you can see here, it's like these skulls, right? And it's like this eye. We are really awakening, literally, like I was saying, the 11 card. We're awakening to new truths, new ideas, new visions, new insight. It is newness. You know, we have what, one more month left of this year. This is a great time to become more aware and in tune with yourself, to understand what's been going on. What have you been doing since the beginning of 2020, since the beginning of COVID? You know, what have you been doing with all of these things? And I'm sure a lot has risen up for you. You know, this fear, this trauma as a whole, a global trauma. You know, people might not look at it, but it really is. It's unknown. You know, we're looking up to our leaders, and it's like, can we get some answers? We got some answers, and majority of us are like, some still don't sit right, right? And when in doubt, you go within. You know, for a long time with me personally, I've been very uncomfortable with a blank canvas. You know, I'm a creative, but for a long time, I've had this program of going to art school and being a graphic designer and listening to the client and having them tell me what to do. I've never liked when a client was like, oh, go ahead and do what you got to do. I never liked that because you know why? 9 times out of 10, when I did what I wanted to do, people were like, no. And then would wind up having me do more work, whether it's a client or whether it was in corporate or just anybody, any job that I was working with, right? Let me put down the card for a second to just tell y'all. Probably you can relate to this, right? So, I'm saying all this to say I really had to check myself. There's a little saying I like to say. I G-check myself. You want to know what G-check means? For anybody that knows slang, you know what G-check means, right? But for me, it's looking inside, that inner G, you know, that inner G, that little G inside of me. What is it saying? What is my spirit saying? What is my soul saying? I have to understand and communicate that. And when you have that spiritual connection, that's what we're talking about, spirituality. When you have that connection, you really start to understand more of divine energy, things that come from above, downloads, energy, right? Spirit, your aura. Everybody has this, you know, but not that many people talk about it. And why don't we talk about it? Is it because we're divided and always told that we have to be put in this box? Is it because we're always told that what the idea of success is? Certain things that we need in our lives. The main foundational thing that we need is to understand our energy, understand our own spirit. I think that's foundational energy. Why do we have religion and try to teach our kids young? If I were to go into about religion and spirituality, there is a disconnect, but I'm going to stay on track. I'm not claiming that I don't believe in a higher energy, but this isn't about what I claim and believe. This is just me speaking my truth, because I understand and I know that we're all connected. And when things line up, when we see synchronicities, not coincidences, there are just so many things. And the simplest form is that energy frequency that connects, just like a person in a flat land, and that electricity just meets it because it's just right there. So staying on track, right? In the past, we had to, and I said trauma because with trauma, we get these uncomfortable feelings and emotions come up, energy in motion. It comes up to the surface for us to understand our feelings within that present moment. And if you haven't G-checked yourself and understood what energy is going on within you, then it can get really frustrating, it can get really complicated, and it can feel like you're really stuck, physically stuck, emotionally stuck, mentally stuck. And that is a big, big, big thing that we have as a whole, I feel like. Look at this card here. Like, what is going on? The truth always stays the same, but we have many perspectives, right? We have many perspectives. But the truth is always the truth when there's a common denominator to those many perspectives. And a lot of times we can't see that because we're trapped within our minds. We feel trapped within our emotions. It's a lot that goes on with that. And it becomes painful. Nobody wants to feel pain. But we feel pain at a very young age, right? And then that pain just grows differently. And it affects us in different ways. And, with COVID, I'm sure if it hasn't happened for you, somewhere within your inner circle, there's at least one person you knew that died. That's traumatic. That is traumatic. And what's even more traumatic is not really understanding what your future is. But you have the power for that. And this is why this crown chakra came up, especially if you tune in with your own spirit. You hold the key. You unlock the door. You unlock the door, you open that, and you get that energy. And then you get that trust. And then you start to walk forward and start understanding a process, start connecting with a purpose, possibly a higher purpose. And that's where that faith and then that grace comes in. The crown chakra opens the door to those ideas, to beliefs, to understanding, and knowing more of who you are, your truth, and what connects to that truth. So, I'm just gonna, take a deep breath real quick because that was a lot. I'm here at 19 minutes already. So I pulled out these cards, right? And that's what it's talking about with success. I pulled out these cards for those that do know tarot. The Six of Wands was upside down, the Page of Wands here, and the Queen of Swords. To me, it's talking about understanding what really does success mean for you. Does it mean fancy cars and clothes? If it does, okay. But do you still have integrity? Do you still have your own truth? Are you connected with your own spirit and aware of your energy that you're holding? right? Because there's nothing wrong with it. I like fancy things. Don't get me wrong. I'm always the one going into a store like TJ Maxx and not even looking at the price, and then picking up the most expensive thing. Like, why? It's TJ Maxx, but that's just, I like expensive things. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you hold value to that um, before your own integrity, before other core values as a person, as your own personality and characteristics, that's where things can become a problem you know and the Queen of Wands really speaks truth here, but I think that it's upside down because it's like the Queen of Wands is really trying to understand more information before she can really speak her truth. The Queen of Wands holds no punches. She knows what she wants to say. She says what she means. She does not care how she says it. She just says it. This is the truth. I lay it down for you. I don't really care how you feel. This is what I'm doing. That's what the Queen of Wands does. But we may be holding that back a little bit, because it's like, I'm not really sure. Page of Wands is like starting some new passion, starting a new project, starting a new relationship with spirit, possibly. I don't know. But it's a lot of unknown energy still kind of floating in the air. But I think the fog is dissipating. I feel like I've been speaking about this in the past readings, but I really think that we're becoming closer to our own truths and how to live our own truth. Because it's one thing when we say it, but it's another thing when we apply it and actually do it, right? So let me just clarify this. We'll pull one more card and then I'll wrap things up, all right? So, yep, 9 of Cups. So we have here 6 of Wands, Son of Pentacles. It's a long time coming. And I want to say that, a lot of times, and this is something personal for me, a lot of times we don't feel successful because we failed so many times. We failed so many times. I know I have failed so many times. I have put myself out there publicly, amongst friends, family, all that, co-workers, classmates. I've put myself out there, especially with my creative endeavors, and those that are creative in here, you know how it can be, like, especially in the beginning of showing your things, it's like, this is dear and near to your soul. Creativity connects with your soul. It shows your soul, right? And you got to be comfortable with yourself first in order for you to really, bear that to people. That's why I really love helping creative people and helping people find their creativity, because it connects so much deep into your own life. It's deeper than just, let me turn this light down because I feel like I'm sweating. It's deeper than a painting on the wall. Sometimes you may be like, all right, this is art. I don't have to explain nothing. Interpret your own thing. But other artists, especially emerging artists, no matter if it's a painting, no matter if it's dance, no matter if it's cooking or whatever, you're putting yourself out there. And again, going back to the Son of Pentacles, you work really hard on your creative endeavors and you put yourself out there and you get a failure. And a lot of times, I feel like a lot of people aren't taught, or don't have that drive to keep going, to have that determination. With the Son of Pentacles here is really talking about owning your shit, working on you to the best of your ability, working on your creative endeavors, bearing your soul, being okay with who you are so you can let that creativity shine through the most authentic way that it can. And I feel like with our idea of success is attached to perfectionism. I was about to say the wrong word, and it's not about perfectionism. It's about the progress, Nipsey Hussle. It's not a sprint. This is a marathon. This is not a race. I'm chopping his quotes up, but this is what it is. And I think that this energy right now is really trying for us to really look at the truth of who we are, that energy, and how are we going to go about this new energy, these new ways of living, this new way of thinking, and really step forward the best way that we can. How are we going to be able to understand and be happy within ourselves? Because that's really, really key when you're creating anything, whether it's a creative idea, when it's even just in the concept of an idea first. You got to really take ownership to that, and you got to feel good about that before you want to move forward, just with anything in life. So let me just clarify this Queen of Swords here, because like, for instance, I'm a visual artist, but just like doing something like this, like tarot, people will be like, what is tarot? What is this? Aren't these cards bad? Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, it takes guts to really just come out here and be like, okay, this is what I'm picking up. Three of Cups, abundance. So we really are moving forward to, is a long time coming, and it's going to take a long time for you to really understand yourself and be happy with your own self. But it's okay, because it's how you progress that. It's okay to really work your way up, because sometimes when we do it prematurely, of course we're going to be like, oh, damn, I failed. I don't know if I want to do this no more, But if you really feel it within your soul, if you feel it in your gut, if you feel it like, I need to do this, you have that drive keeps you going. And no matter how long it takes, it could take months, it could take years, if you continue to move forward, when you achieve that goal, it's golden. It feels great. It feels freaking great. And that's really what success is for me, is really setting a goal and achieving it. Success looks different on everybody, and instead of focusing on the failures, understand more of what did work, what didn't work, and moving forward in a better way. So I'm gonna just drop the mic. That's a lot. I know it's a lot. I felt like a lot was going to come through tonight, but I just wanted to really give a message for this this gateway, this opening. I'm going to pull another card and you'll see why. But like, this energy right now, I feel like in general, all of us are really, it's kind of like, oh, we got our president, and then it's like, well, now what? How about we continue living our lives? How about we continue doing things that we want to do, fighting for what we feel is right, and moving forward? Of course, we can't control everything, but at the same time, we can control our energy. We can control little things, It doesn't stop. This work doesn't stop. And especially understanding who you are, connecting who you are on a soul level, and walking your truth and your purpose, this work don't stop. And don't. So if you think it does, you can take breaks. There's nothing wrong with taking breaks. But you have to get up. Just like you fall down, i.e. failures. But you get back up. And you either get back up in a new way, or you continue moving forward from what you already started. So can we get one more card here with this? Let's see. So the first angel card I got is now. But this makes sense when I pulled this one. It says ease and grace. Let me just put it over here for the YouTube that I be neglecting. No, right? Ease and grace. And I think that it perfectly sums up everything that I was saying. No, it may not be the right time to start something new. No, it may not be best for you to just go forward without a clear intention. But once you have that attention, once you have that clarity, once you are understanding and ready to, when you feel good about yourself and ready to just move forward again, do it with ease and grace. There's no need to, go in uh busting down doors. You know what I mean? You can start slow. It's all right to start slow. And just looking at this, like this is like the solar plexus, the yellow, and that's our power center, and we have passion. It can be very forceful, but we all know with force, it doesn't always work out that way. And personally, for me, I can get really caught up in my work. And I'm learning to just chill the fuck out. Like, it's okay. I'm giving my best foot forward, but it's okay if, I don't finish it. I have another day to do it. I listen to myself a lot. And when my back starts hurting, that tells me you got to chill the fuck out. It's like I start doing work and I don't even realize. And I'm like, what? What's going on? I don't know what's going on here. Oh, my shoulders? Oh, okay. Like, can I just loosen up some? Can I take a deep breath? And that's why I started this with a breath, grounding our energy, being in tune, and just, can we release? So I'm going to stop talking. YouTube fam, can you please give me a like? That always helps to big up this energy. If you're feeling the vibe, please subscribe, right? And more you like, the more you comment, the more people can get to see this. You know how it goes. Energy doesn't lie, but at the same time, there are little algorithms or whatever that happen. So for those that are watching, please give me a like or whatnot. Catch me next time. I promise I'll be having more videos up. And for my Instagram people, I'm going to be pulling a card. All right. So peace. Catch you next time. And Instagram, what's up? Who else is still